All right, good evening, everyone. I'm Dr. Frank Cadle, and I want to thank everybody for coming by today and checking out my multi platform live. I'm currently trying to carry a message about the Get Fit and Be Lean program that I have used since January 1st, 2021, and which allowed me to lose 20% of my body weight in 2021. And since that time, I have also lowered my cholesterol by more than 20 points. I lost more than 5 inches off my waist. I think I can move that one a little bit there and still get, yeah, there we go. Dropped my resting heart rate by 30 beats a minute, my systolic blood pressure by 20 millimeters of mercury. I did all this without any medications and its risk of side effects, without any kinds of surgery and its risk of complications. And today I want to talk a little bit about the fat and fit movement, or the body positivity movement, whatever it is you want to call it. The fact is that a lot of people are putting out a lot of misinformation and really misleading people. So I want to try and just let people know that the reality is there we go. There is fat and fit. You can be overweight and still be able to move and still be able to exercise. And when we talk about that, what we find is that most of the people that are promoting that are people who are very athletic, not a little athletic, people who are like football linemen and other defensive front end folks. Oh, there we go. Okay, sorry, I was trying to monitor the live so I can see if there's any comments. Really good to see everybody here. And the fat and movement has really been promoted by people who are morbidly obese, very, very overweight, not just 10 or 20 pounds. And they're trying to carry a message that it's more important to be happy with yourself than it is to be in shape, to be thin, or to be at a reasonable weight for your height. One of the things they've done is attack the BMI as some sort of, really horrible thing that doctors do to people when they check their weight, when they come in the exam room. And, this stuff is just, they're misleading people, okay? And if you look at my Twitter account for this week, you'll see that I've posted a number of different articles that show a very clear relationship, even in people who are just slightly overweight, with infertility, a increase in osteoarthritis, even with just 1 or 2 points of body mass index increase. And so I think that trying to tell people, hey, it's okay, whatever size you are, that's good. It's just not the right thing to do to people. It's like telling somebody who's drinking a fifth of Jack Daniels a day, hey, you're not driving. You only do it after you drive home, so it's okay. It's not okay. And it's a lifestyle that will cause problems. And one of the things about the fat and fit proponents, the people out there singing about body positivity, take a look at how old they are. Okay, 25, 30, maybe 35. But what they're not is 55, 65, 75. Okay, because by that age, carrying around a lot of extra weight has started to really ravage your muscles and bones and your structure. I want to welcome all the folks from TikTok. I do tend to get a lot more viewers on my lives for TikTok. I don't really understand that because my streams on Instagram really seem like I get a lot more video views on the reels. It's kind of a funny thing. So, you need to understand that really changing your lifestyle, having long-term, maintainable, sustainable routines that achieve weight loss over a period of months and years is not something you're going to do because you loathe your body. Okay. It's not something you're going to do because you hate yourself. It takes self-love. And I think from that standpoint, I do understand the approach that the body positivity crowd is trying to maybe induce. But if you tell somebody that is destroying their life, hey, I really love you and I don't care what you do to yourself, is that really love? No. And if you look at your best friend and you say, what would I do for my best friend if I could? If they're overweight and they get short of breath just walking up the steps and they can't tie their own shoelaces, what would I do for them if I could? I would maintain portion control. I wouldn't tell them they can't eat. I would tell them to eat a reasonable amount of food. I would try to make sure that they eat healthy with a 2 veggie goal, 2 servings of raw or steamed vegetables at lunch and 2 servings at dinner. I would focus on the portion control in all different areas by making sure they use smaller utensils, making sure that they have enough nutrition from protein that they're feeling satisfied and well fed. That's what I would do for my best friend if I could, but I can't do that. I can't go over and take somebody's life over. However, you can do it for yourself. You can do it for you. And you're not going to do it all at once. You're never going to see me talk about how to lose 10 pounds in 2 weeks. You're never going to see me, I got nothing but contempt for these influencers that squeeze into the dress because they lost 15 pounds in 2 weeks. That's just not healthy, and it's not something we should propose to people. But there was a guy on the cover of People magazine. He's an actor. He lost 100 pounds in 8 years. Now, that is something that I tweeted, and that I think everybody should look at my Twitter account and retweet that, because that is a Hollywood celebrity that I can get behind. And I think that the unattainable bodies that we see coming out of things like Instagram, things like YouTube, where people are 4% body fat, 3% body fat, that's not a question of body positivity. That's, somebody that's very, very focused and very, a lot of those people really hate food. A lot of people that propose fad diets, they really hate food. I like food. You see me eat a lot of food. I posted all my meals that I ate for more than a year on my TikTok account. I post a lot of different recipes that I put together that are pretty straightforward. So do I actually have a doctorate? Not only do I have a doctorate, but I am actually a licensed and practicing physician, university and fellowship trained. So thank you for the question, foot inspector. And I'm glad you're happy to hear this, Nature. I really hope that that everybody hears this. I really hope that this is a message that I can continue to carry. The calisthenics that are the exercise foundation of the Get Fit and Be Lean program, I chose because I think that anyone can do them, because they can be adjusted for the difficulty of the individual. And I should not pretend to be a doctor. Okay. You're going to be muted. Because I'm not pretending to be a doctor, dude. It's really easy to find out if someone's a doctor. You call yourself the foot inspector. I guess that's some sort of fetish you have, because obviously you're not a podiatrist if you don't realize that when someone is a licensed physician, it's really easy to prove it. You can look it up on websites all over the country, and I'm a licensed physician in 2 different states. So anyway, yeah, I'm going to have to mute you. Not really sure why I can't. Oh, there we go. Yeah, that took me a second to get that, but all righty. But I do hope if you have any genuine questions that you're not going to immediately discount because you're just trying to argue with people on the internet, that you will make a comment on my post. You can see my posts all over the internet. I'm on YouTube, I'm on Instagram, I'm on TikTok, I'm on Twitter, and I post on Twitter now. I did have like a public link that you could go and look at my PubMed articles that I base all of this stuff on. This is all peer-reviewed literature that I really try and very carefully analyze. I don't just throw it out there. And because it's peer-reviewed, you can pretty much count that this is the real deal. I'm not just making stuff up. I do post a couple of links to popular articles, like the one about the guy that lost 100 pounds in 8 years. He said every year I was like a new person. So that's really exciting. And I got my first person that is commenting that I would invite to go live. Usually when I get invitations for somebody to go live together, I don't do that because I'm not really sure if I'm prepared to coordinate it. And the fact is that I'm on these other 3-4 platforms at the same time. And so it makes it tough to know that I can handle the technological aspects. I don't have some sort of production studio behind me. I'm struggling really hard with YouTube because I can schedule a live. I got a title, a description, everything. It's on the schedule. I can see it scheduled, can't access it. Makes me crazy. All right. Lacey Walker, thank you so much. But I really want to reach out to my YouTube channel subscribers. I broke 100 just a week or two ago. And I do notice you when you join the channel, and I do appreciate the support. It is the support of all the folks on the internet that have allowed me to kind of continue to push through this. It was not easy. It's not easy handling all the technological aspects of it. Makes for a pretty hectic Sunday evening. And if you guys think that really I should shoot for earlier in the day or in the middle of the week or something, if you have any comments like that, please let me know. I really want to try and be responsive to my audience and try to build a following of people who look at my workout videos. You know, calisthenics, I chose them because you can do them anywhere. They can be adjusted to your own abilities. You don't have to go out and get a membership or subscription or enrollment. You can really start doing this today. And I would encourage you to take a look at my videos, go back and look at some of my workouts. It's about 115 here during the day now. So I'm not working out all that heavy right now, but I got a new dog and he's got me walking 3, 4, 5 miles a day. So I think I'm going to keep pretty slim. And I'm going to try, now that I've kind of gotten back into, I was working on the CME for my licensure a couple weeks back, and had to get all that caught up from the fact that all the medical conferences were canceled because of COVID. And so you couldn't get the live CME credits that they require for licensure. And that took a little finagling to get through. But my license is renewed, so I'm happy I can work. And I'm happy that I do have the credibility. I do have the credentials to talk to you about this. I'm not some guy who's telling you that kale is bullshit and that you should only eat meat. I'm a licensed practicing physician with a bachelor's degree in biochemistry and nutrition. And since I've started this process, I myself have really endeavored with review of the peer-reviewed published literature to ensure that I'm keeping up on the most accurate and current information. And there's new drugs out, $9,000 a year, and you gain the weight back when you stop using the drug. Okay. There's surgery. Surgery works. Okay. I want to tell you that bariatric surgery works. It can cure diabetes. People lose large amounts of weight. However, it is a permanent derangement of your internal organs. And some of the biggest disastrous nightmares that I personally have seen in the emergency room and had to operate on in emergent conditions when they're nutritionally depleted have been people who had bariatric surgery. So if everybody's interested in that, I might talk about it specifically. I'm not an expert on bariatric surgery. I'm not a bariatric surgeon, but I've done surgery on bariatric patients, and it's a different animal, I'll tell you that much. All right, so H4 Hay is here. All right, thank you very much. Looks like our YouTube followers are kind of dropping off. We only got down the single digits now. So I'm going to go ahead and sign off there and try to do more impromptu TikTok videos in the upcoming weeks, because those tend to seem to pick up a lot of followers and stuff. But thank you very much for joining. And never really get much interaction with my Twitter account when it comes to, well, I hope that was YouTube. Yeah. Twitter account when it comes to the lives. I'm not really sure what they're trying to do with those lives. It doesn't seem to really get much engagement. But then my Twitter account, really, if you're watching this and you can go to my Twitter and retweet and do some likes and follows, that would really help me out, because I can't seem to get any traction there. I'm getting thousands of views on Instagram, and like I said, over 100 followers on my YouTube channel now. But boy, I really struggle with Twitter. I just can't seem to get any engagement there. But I really want to thank everybody for coming out. I hope that you'll watch for my videos in the future. I hope they keep you entertained and interested. But most importantly, I hope they motivate you and inspire you. I'm, just got over 60 years old, and I can tell you that that extra 45, 50 pounds that I'm not carrying today really makes a big difference. It's going to be a much easier summer, even with the 115 degree temperatures. And I'm able to get out. I'm able to hike, cycle, jog if I wanted to, which I don't. Rollerblade, ride my motorcycle, all of these things that I can do now, where I was really getting short of breath just tying my shoelaces. So thank you very much for coming by, and I'm going to go ahead and sign off, but I appreciate it.